Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Patra and this is your favorite show, Daily Calls, a show that addresses all your stock-related queries. In case you're watching this show for the first time, well, this is where over the next 50 minutes, we will be addressing all your stock-related queries. Top market experts will be joining in on this special edition to share with you their views on any of the stocks that you have on your portfolio or on your watch list as to whether they suit your portfolio and have bright prospects or not. We will also be taking all your queries via this WhatsApp number, so don't forget to mention your name and location while you're sending us your questions. Alternatively, you can use the YouTube platform where you're watching this show live on to send us all your questions as well, so that I can pick it up and address it to our top guests this afternoon too. We'll be joining by Avni Bhatt, who's joining in on this special edition with us on this bright Monday morning. Warm welcome to you, Avni, and thank you so much for taking the time out. You all know Avni is the Vice President Equity Derivatives Research at JM Financial, and great to be speaking to you right amidst this festive season. Season's greetings to you, Avni. But the festive cheer is missing in the markets, I believe. How are you assessing the setup?
Good afternoon, Sakshi, and a very good afternoon to all the viewers as well. Yes, so festive season, as in the festive sentiment is missing from the markets. Yeah. Markets are a little bit of a dampener currently. But there are pockets of the markets. They are never, out of flavor. So there are pockets of opportunities within this bad market that is going on right now. And let's hope that we get out of this phase very soon.
Right, absolutely. So without wasting much time, we already have a lot of viewers who are sending in their questions. So let's straight dive into the questions that are coming in for us. I think we have the first caller with us already on the phone line. Jigna, I believe, is on the phone line with us from Mumbai. Hi, Jigna. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Tell me.
I have bought Bata futures at 1444. I want the view on that.
बाटा का फ्यूचर लिया है आपने 1444 पे. Avni, what would you suggest to her, and is there any brighter prospect that one can really look at over here?
So Bata India has a 200-day exponential moving average resistance at 1468. So I think the momentum will pick up only once it crosses 1468. You can hold the future because it is at the support level. But at the same time, since the markets are very volatile, keep a stop loss of 1408 on futures and hold a position. Momentum will pick up only above 1468.
Momentum will only pick up after 1468, so keep an eye out on that, Jigna. Let's take the next question. This is from Sandeep Pancharia, who's written in on our YouTube platform. He says he wants to know a view on Samvardhan Motherson. He's bought the stock at 210 and he's now looking for a short-term target here. We had seen Samvardhan Motherson as amid the thickest of action when the auto space was in a boom and bloom. But right now, the sentiment again is dwindling for these auto majors, and therefore for the auto ancillaries also, it's kind of a struggleful time. But how would you really look at Samvardhan?
See, in spite of all the volatility, I think Samvardhan Motherson, after the fall, it has consolidated and it's not making new lows. So it's at a good support level. Around 197 is a very good support level. So you can keep a stop loss of 197 and hold on for a recovery up to around 214. The time frame would be, say, probably around 5 to 6 trading sessions.
Okay, got that. So I hope this has answered your question. Let's take the next question. This is from one of our viewers, who's also writing in on our YouTube again. And this question is from Avnish Chaudhary. He says on PC Jewelers is what he wants to know. He's bought the stock at 168 and he wants to know what should I do on this stock. We have been seeing upper circuits. And is there any exit level that you would like to suggest here? Of course, gold and silver are at record high levels, Avni. That's, putting this entire spotlight on the gold jewelry stocks, especially PC Jewelers has come back after a long haul in this entire year. If you look at the year-to-date performance, it's been a multi-bagger too for those who took an entry right early on in this year. But we also know that it has been a wealth destroyer of the past too. For somebody who's taken an entry at 168, what would you advise?
So I would advise that you maintain, I mean, from trading perspective, maintain your cost price as your trailing stop loss and hold on for levels of around 192 on the stock. The overall structure is pretty good. Yes, the current volatility is seen in this stock also. Some bit of profit booking is there. But the structure is very strong. 190, 192 we should be seeing in next 8 to 10 days.
Okay, got that. So that's the view that's coming in. We also have another caller with us. Do we have Sandeep? We have on the phone line from Jharkhand in Deoghar. Sandeep Thakur is with us. Hi Sandeep, how are you?
नमस्ते मैम।
नमस्ते, कैसे हैं आप? क्या पूछना
हाँ
चाहते हैं आज?
हाँ, पिनर इंडस्ट्री 205 रुपए के भाव पर 150 शेयर लिए हैं मैम,
ठीक है,
और भारत इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स करंट प्राइस पे बाय कर सकते हैं।
ठीक है। पेन्नार इंडस्ट्रीज पहले बात करते हैं। यहाँ 150 शेयर्स आप होल्ड करते हैं, 205 की खरीद है। पेन्नार इंडस्ट्रीज अभी 208 पर है, तो आपका खरीद आसपास के लेवल पर ही है। यहाँ चार्ट क्या सजेस्ट कर रहा है अवनी जी? क्या अच्छी खासी तेजी अभी देखने को मिल सकती है?
Just one sec. Pennar Industries. Okay.
हाँ जी, आज 209 के आसपास है, कुछ 1.5 रुपया ऊपर ऑलमोस्ट। अगर हम देखेंगे तो 0.8% तक का अप मूव है। लेट्स स्ट्रेच द चार्ट ऑफ पेन्नार इंडस्ट्रीज। पिछले एक महीने का चार्ट देखते हैं, स्टॉक ने किस तरीके का परफॉर्मेंस दिया है। उससे एक आइडिया लगेगा बाकी सभी दर्शकों को भी कि किस तरीके का स्टॉक का परफॉर्मेंस है। 21% एक का मूव ऑलरेडी देखने को मिल
That's
चुका है।
Pennar Steel. So, yes, a very good consolidation breakout already given by the stock. I think you can now trail. अगर आप already नीचे के भाव में खरीदा हुआ है, तो आप 201 रुपए पे आपका ट्रेलिंग स्टॉप लॉस लगा लीजिए और होल्ड कीजिए। इसने ब्रेकआउट दे दिया है। इस ब्रेकआउट का टारगेट ऊपर की तरफ 245 का बनता है, तो होल्ड कीजिए। काफी अच्छा स्ट्रक्चर है और इतनी गिरावट में भी स्टॉक ने अच्छा परफॉर्म किया हुआ है और नया ब्रेकआउट ऑलरेडी दे चुका है। तो 201 का ट्रेलिंग स्टॉप लॉस लगा के होल्ड कीजिए।
संदीप जी ध्यान लगाकर सुनिए, ट्रेलिंग स्टॉप लॉस लगाइए 201 पर। 245 तक के लेवल्स आ सकते हैं, ब्रेकआउट मिल चुका है, लेकिन ट्रेलिंग स्टॉप लॉस बहुत ज़रूरी है यहाँ पर। अगला इनका बीईएल पर सवाल था कि क्या खरीदारी करनी चाहिए। सभी डिफेंस स्टॉक्स में हमने एक म्यूटेड ट्रेंड देखा है काफ़ी लंबे अरसे से। अब लगातार एक सॉफ्टनेस और एक कंसोलिडेशन में चल रहे हैं, लेकिन क्या आपको लगता है कुछ रिवर्सल के साइंस बीईएल में देखने को मिल सकते हैं? खरीदना चाहिए?
जी, BEL 294 का लेवल अगर निकाल पाता है स्टॉक तो ही इसमें खरीदारी करें, नहीं तो वो ऊपर के भाव से थोड़ी बहुत भी जो पुल बैक रैली आती है उसमें हमें बिकवाली दिख रही है। तो अभी ऐसे कोई एनकरेजिंग एक्साइटिंग स्ट्रक्चर तो फिलहाल दिख नहीं रहा है। 294 का लेवल अगर क्रॉस होता है तो फिर हमें एक तरफा रैली दिख सकती है, तो उसी के बाद बाय कीजिएगा।
ओके, गॉट इट। चलिए यहाँ पर भी आपको राय मिल चुकी है। अगला सवाल लेते हैं। ये पीजी के राजू, जो कि एक रिटायर्ड बैंकर हैं, 60 वर्ष के हैं, विजयवाड़ा आंध्र प्रदेश से हमें लिखते हैं और जानना चाह रहे हैं पीएसयू बैंक्स के ऊपर आपका व्यू। अवनी कहते हैं कि अभी ये बेरिश मोड में है। आई हैव बीन होल्डिंग ऑन टू यूनियन बैंक ऑफ इंडिया फॉर द पास्ट 1 ईयर। आई बॉट इट एट 140 odd levels. What is your view? So first on Union Bank, if you could share your view. 140 rupees is what his purchase price is, and overall on the PSU banking space, what's your outlook?
See, in the overall PSU banking space, I think there are certain stocks that are doing pretty good. Say, for example, SBI is, I think, out of the woods. It's a good buy. Canara Bank is a good buy. But yeah, some of the PSU banks are still under a lot of pressure. In fact, Union Bank had made a high of around 170 and it has corrected from that level. It is still in the corrective mode only. It's in a downward sloping channel. तो मेरे हिसाब से इसमें थोड़ी बिकवाली और बाकी है। तो इसका जो सपोर्ट बन रहा है, अच्छा खासा सपोर्ट जो है वो करीबन 103 रुपए के आसपास ही है। तो मेरी राय ये रहेगी कि अगर 103 के आसपास जब भी आता है वहां पे आप एवरेजिंग कर सकते हैं। उसके नीचे ये स्टॉक जाता हुआ नहीं नजर आ रहा है, तो एवरेजिंग कर सकते हैं क्योंकि इसको ऊपर आने में काफी समय लग जाएगा। तो एवरेज के लेवल पे आप जल्दी स्टॉक में से एग्जिट कर पाएंगे।
ओके, गॉट इट। चलिए यहाँ पर भी आपको राय मिल चुकी है। अगला सवाल अंकुर मोदी का है। ये जयपुर से हैं और लिखते हैं गुड आफ्टरनून। हेलो साक्षी। हाय अंकुर, हाउ आर यू डूइंग? and he says that he's actually feeling stuck in one of his positions, and that is in Ease My Trip Planners. Now, he bought this stock at about 45 odd levels, and he's also bought Vodafone Idea at 11 odd levels. Both places is where he's feeling stuck at. How would you really address these two concerns? Any signs of reversal, or should he switch? That's the only option.
I would suggest Ease My Trips. It's better to exit. It's in a very, very bad structure. The breakdown has already happened, and we could see the stock coming down to around 23, 24 levels. So exit Ease My Trip. As far as idea is concerned, it's already corrected quite a bit, and with a stop loss of 8.5, hold. I think the stock should reverse from current levels. 8.5 is a very small stop loss, just a 30 paisa stop loss from current levels. Because if that level breaks, then we'll see further downside. But otherwise, that's a very good support level.
Very good support level. Okay, got it. So that's the view. I hope that has addressed your question. Let's take the next query. This is from one of our viewers from our WhatsApp group. He sent the question, Sanjay, and he says that I want to know on Motilal Oswal Financial Services. I'm sitting on 92% kind of profit. I bought this stock at 535. So should I continue to hold on or book profit? What is it that you could be suggesting on MOFSL? Well, we have actually seen, Avni, the entire broking space, and you're also a part of that space, which is listed and has been having a dream run of sorts, re-rating coming in for this entire space over the recent past. We have seen some of these stocks also rally to newer records, hitting fresh records too, including MOFSL. How would you really suggest this query? Because today the stock is seeing some profits being taken off, 5% down today.
Yes. So this entire space, as per the evaluations, the stock rallied. We also saw some euphoric rally in last 2 days. So I think it's better to book out profits. The stocks will retrace back a bit, around 4 to 5% more correction you can see from current levels. As far as Motilal Oswal is concerned, it may come down to around 890 levels again. From there, you can enter again because overall the space looks good, but there will be a good amount of retracement from the current highs.
Okay, so Sanjay, the recommendation for you is, in case you're looking for an absolute short term, this may be the time to book your profits and probably re-enter once the stock has corrected a bit, in case you want to hold on for long term. That's the view that's coming in. Okay, let's take the next question then. This is again from one of our viewers, and this is from our WhatsApp again. The query has come in, and the question is on NHPC. And this question is that NHPC bought at 105 levels, 300 shares is what he holds, 2 years is the kind of view that one has on NHPC. What would you suggest on this power major?
So Sakshi, as far as I remember, last Monday we had a similar query. I think it was NHPC only, and we had asked them to maintain a stop loss of 89.5 to 90 levels, because that's the 200-day exponential moving average on daily charts. Now the stock has already broken that. We are looking at downsides of around 73.5. So यहाँ से और correction हो सकता है. 73.5 तक ये स्टॉक नीचे आ सकता है, तो मेरे हिसाब से अभी थोड़ा सा दूर रहना चाहिए.
Okay. Well, Swati has written into us on our YouTube platform. She says, ma'am, I'm a big fan of Avni ma'am, and I want her to please guide me on ITC. I've bought the stock at 489 and I can hold or sell as per advised, or maybe even average, whatever your advice is. Big fan of yours, Avni, right there, Swati. What would you say?
Thank you, Swati. I would suggest 473.5. If at all that level comes, then you can average at that level. That is the 50% retracement of this entire rally from 418 to the highs of 528. So 50% retracement from those levels, the stock always reverses. So I think 473, if at all it comes, I'm not sure if it will come or not, but if at all it comes, you can average over there. Otherwise, keep holding. The stock should recover in a very short time, because FMCG is in a oversold zone.
Okay, got it. So I hope that has answered your question, Swati. Okay, now Gunjan also writes in and she says, I'm a big fan of Business Today television. Thank you so much, Gunjan, for writing in. She wants a view on Berger Paints, and 589 is what she writes in. No complete question right there. This may be the purchase price, but no idea from how long is she holding on and how long she wants to hold on to. 555 is the current level on Berger Paints. Avni, remember when the crude oil prices were all down, this was the space that started to get some kind of attraction. But bought at a little higher level, 589. Would you suggest holding on Berger?
So Berger Paint is sitting exactly at the 200-day moving average, which is 555. So Friday's low, which is 549. I think you should keep that as a stop loss. Very important to keep that as a stop loss because that will be a breakdown level. If that happens, then the stock may come down to around 514 levels.
Okay, got it. So that's the view that's coming in for you too. Let's take the next question, and this is from Nitin Verma. He has two stocks queries. One is on Bank of Maharashtra. He says 55 rupees पे 500 shares लिया है, क्या यहाँ पर वेट करना चाहिए? और दूसरा है अक्ष ऑप्टिफाइबर, ये 11 पर लिया है, यहाँ पर भी क्या और वेट करना सही रहेगा? Bank of Maharashtra bought at 55, Aksh Optifiber at 11. What would you suggest?
Bank of Maharashtra, again from the PSU banking space, आप 52.5 के लेवल पे आप इसमें एवरेजिंग कर सकते हैं क्योंकि ये स्टॉक बाकी PSU बैंक से थोड़ा बेहतर दिख रहा है, तो 52.5 पे आप थोड़ा सा एवरेज कर सकते हैं. इसमें जो रिकवरी है, पुल बैक रैली है, वो 59 तक हो सकती है.
Okay, got it. So that's the view that's coming in. Let's take Anup Yadav's question now. Anup Yadav IFCI के बारे में जानना चाहते हैं. इनके पास कुछ 1600 शेयर्स हैं IFCI के, 76 के भाव पर खरीदा हुआ है. Now he is sitting on a big loss and he wants a way out of it. 56 is what the current level is, or 56, 57, 3.8% down even today. Bought at 76, how would you advise on IFCI?
55.5, see, all these stocks are near 200-day moving average. So any kind of pullback, if at all it has to come from the 200-day moving average levels. That level for this stock is around 55.5. So you can maintain that as a stop loss. अगर उसके नीचे जाता है तो हमें बड़ी गिरावट दिख सकती है, इसलिए ऑल्दो आप लॉस में रहेंगे, फिर भी इस लेवल का आप स्टॉप लॉस लगा के ट्रिगर होता है तो कर दीजिएगा.
Okay, got it. So I hope this has answered your question, Anup. ध्यान से आप अपने suggestion को note करिए और उसके बाद ही आप आगे बढ़ें. We have a caller with us from Indore now. Lavish has dialed in. Hi Lavish, good afternoon. क्या सवाल है आपका?
Good afternoon, Sakshi madam. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you so
मेरा
much.
बारबेक्यू नेशन पे एक सवाल है. मेरे पास 500 बारबेक्यू नेशन है at the rate of 666. अब ये now it is at 610 or something, 612. So what can I do?
आपका इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन पता है क्यों है लवीश जी? क्योंकि बारबेक्यू नेशन भी ना इसी तरीके के प्राइस रखता है जब अपने आउटलेट्स पे 666 पे आप फूड ले लीजिए, 799, 699 इस तरीके के प्राइस ले लीजिए. तो मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगा कि आपने एक ऐसे प्राइस पर लिया है जिससे रिलेट भी कर पा रहे हैं कि उनका जैसे फूड आइटम्स होते हैं वो भी इस तरीके के प्राइस आइटम्स में आते हैं. अवनी जी, कभी आप गई हैं बारबेक्यू नेशन?
जी, आई एम अ वेरी स्मॉल ईटर, तो हम दोस्तों के साथ गए लेकिन कभी खाया नहीं है ज़्यादा.
It's interesting, you know, the way they keep on getting you all the grill items. मतलब उनका खाना ख़त्म नहीं होता है, आपकी भूख मिट जाती है, फिर भी वो खिलाने के लिए तैयार रहते हैं. For vegetarians, there are limited options. I'm a vegetarian, but I do know friends and family who love non-vegetarian and who love this unlimited idea of continuing to having snacks at a limited price. You know, so it's a great family and friends bonding area at Barbecue Nation. But let's talk about the stock. Today it's down 3% at 612. Lavish has bought this at 666. He has a 1-year horizon. Any suggestion?
The stop loss that you have to maintain is equally interesting. It has to be 599. 599 is the 200-day moving average. So keep that as a stop loss. 599 का stop loss लगा करके आप hold कीजिएगा. इसमें अगर पुल बैक रैली आती है तो मेरे हिसाब से अगर आपका भाव आ जाता है करीबन 665 के आसपास, तो वहां पे एक बार एग्जिट कर लीजिएगा, क्योंकि बड़ी तेजी अभी फिलहाल नजर नहीं आ रही है इसमें।
ओके, गॉट इट। सो लवीश जी, इस राय को भी आप ध्यान में रखें और फिर ही आप आगे बढ़े अपने पोजीशंस की तरफ। एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एक सवाल आया है, वो भी ले लेते हैं अवनी फटाफट से। सत्यनारायण राव कुलकर्णी का ये सवाल है। ये पूछना चाह रहे हैं इंडिया मार्ट इंटरमेश के बारे में। आज यहाँ काफ़ी भारी गिरावट हुई है, तो यहाँ पर जो इन्होंने ख़रीदा हुआ है करंट मार्केट प्राइस पे इनफैक्ट ये खरीदना चाहते हैं इस स्टॉक को। आज 16% तक की गिरावट हम ऑलरेडी देख चुके हैं। पहले 10% सर्किट था, फिर 15%, अब और गिर रहा है। ये ऑलमोस्ट 17% लोअर आ चुका है, 2500 के लेवल्स के आसपास है। तो सवाल ये उठ रहा है कि 3 से 6 महीनों के लिए क्या डिप इतने शार्प गिरावट के बाद खरीदना चाहिए या नहीं?
जी बिल्कुल। मेरा खुद का मानना नहीं था कि ये इतना ज्यादा गिरेगा, और ये काफी यूफोरिक, मतलब जो एक पैनिक सेलिंग कहते हैं वो टाइप का सेलिंग हमें नजर आ रहा है। तो ये करंट रेट पे आप लीजिएगा, बट ये जो ओवरऑल अभी वोलेटिलिटी है थोड़ी बहुत अगर एक दो दिन एक्सटेंड होते हुए दिखे तो थोड़ी सी जगह नीचे 2420 में ऐड करने के लिए भी रखिएगा। तो आप मेरे हिसाब से 50% क्वांटिटी आज बाय कीजिए और 50% क्वांटिटी 2420 पे कीजिए। कंपनी बहुत अच्छी है एंड ये बहुत ज्यादा बिकवाली है, तो वैल्यूएशंस के हिसाब से तो ये बहुत अच्छे अट्रैक्टिव रेट्स पे आ चुका है स्टॉक।
अट्रैक्टिव रेट पर आ चुका है, खरीदारी कर सकते हैं। स्टैगर्ड वे में आप अपने आप की यहाँ पर इंडिया मार्ट इंटरमेश में खरीदारी कर सकते हैं। लास्ट क्वेश्चन वील टेक विद यू अवनी बिफोर वी लेट यू गो, एंड दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑन योर choice of key stocks that you are looking at. A lot of our viewers are asking that. Maybe the festive cheer is around, and maybe you can suggest or push some of the stocks that can be bought ahead of Diwali. What would you suggest?
My view is slightly more positive on Bank Nifty as compared to Nifty. Bank Nifty has held on, in fact, given a breakout above 52,000 after a very long time. So, as I spoke about PSU banking space, इसमें से SBI काफी अच्छा लग रहा है। SBI ने बहुत लंबे कंसोलिडेशन के बाद 812 के ऊपर ब्रेकआउट दिया था, ऊपर चला भी, और आज फिर से हमें उसी रेट पे मिल रहा है। तो SBI में आप पोजीशंस ले सकते हैं लॉन्ग साइड पे। 825 से 830 का इसका ट्रेडिंग टारगेट रहेगा, और आपको स्टॉप लॉस 802, केवल 802 रुपए का आपको स्टॉप लॉस लगाना है। और दूसरा एक स्टॉक जो है वो जो फेस्टिव सीजन से रिलेटेड है वो है ट्रेंट। तो ट्रेंट में भी काफी अच्छी गिरावट हमें ऑलरेडी नजर आ रही है, एंड अभी आप 75 के स्टॉप लॉस से करंट रेट में 76 से 7650 के रेंज में आप बाय कर सकते हैं। 81 तक स्टॉक ये दिवाली तक चल सकता है।
ओके, गॉट इट। तो चलिए, दिवाली से पहले खरीदारी करने की सोच रहे हैं, शॉपिंग करने की सोच रहे हैं स्टॉक मार्केट्स में, तो एसबीआई और ट्रेंड, दो स्टॉक्स यहाँ पर अवनी ने आपको सजेस्ट किए हैं। इसी के साथ अवनी, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर बीइंग विद अस ऑन दिस स्पेशल एडिशन टू कंटिन्यू टू शेयर विद अस सच वंडरफुल स्टॉक आइडियाज विद ऑल आवर व्यूअर्स सॉल्विंग देयर क्वेरीज। वी होप you have a fantastic festive season. Till the time we meet you next on Business City Television and on Markets Today. Let's quickly check how the markets are doing at this point in time before we also get you something which is from the primary market space. And I do know that all of you viewers will be really interested to know about Waaree Energies IPO that has opened today. Whether or not you should be subscribing to this IPO, what are the top brokerage houses really saying, what are the key details that you must know before applying for this IPO is something that we are going to be talking about now. Pawan, in fact, is now joining in. Pawan Nahar has all the details. He's read through all the reports for you to really get to know in just 2 minutes what is it that your action should be on Waaree Energies IPO. Over to you, Pawan.
So good afternoon, Sakshi. Waaree Energies has hit the primary markets to charge up the portfolio of investors, and it is a pure play solar energy player which is manufacturing PV modules, which is the solar photovoltaic modules in India, and it has a total installed capacity of 12 gigawatts, and it has 4 manufacturing facilities in India which are located in Surat and Khichli in Gujarat. So let's talk about the numbers first. So the IPO has opened today and it will conclude for the bidding on October 23, that is Wednesday. And the price band for this issue is 1427 to 1503 rupees. And investors can apply for a minimum of 9 equity shares and its multiples thereafter. So the issue has already sailed through. It was subscribed in just few minutes of opening. And the company is looking to raise around 4,321 crores, which includes a fresh equity share sale of 3,600 crores and an offer for sale of 48 lakh equity shares. and the retail investors have a portion of 35% in this issue, while QIBs have 50% and non-institutional investors will get 15% of the shares. So what are the key positives for this company? They have a very strong financial record, and they are in the solar energy, solar power, which is gaining momentum now, and the company has a robust market share. And we can see that there's a lot of potential in the solar space, and expansion plans are very big for the company. So these are the key major positives, along with the reasonable valuations if we look at on the forward-looking basis. What are the negatives? There are not many big negatives, but the only dependence on China for raw material and reliability on certain limited players are the key concerns for this issue, which I think the market has already been discounting. Brokerage firms are mostly positive. I didn't find any report which said to which has a cautious rating or a negative rating on this issue. Nirmal Bang, Anand Rathi, ICICI Direct Research, Canara Bank Securities, Nirmal Bang, Swastika, Chola Securities, KR Choksi, Geojit Financial all have a subscribed rating for this issue, while SBI Securities has not rated the issue, but they didn't say anything negative on this. That's all from my side, Sakshi.
Okay, wonderful, Pawan. So there you have it, viewers. Rarely do we find IPOs that get an all-round subscribe rating from most of the brokerage houses that track the company. And of course, a company which is in the renewable energy space, a solar play, an EV play altogether. Positives, a lot of them which have been highlighted by Pawan. But do speak to your financial advisor before applying for this IPO to see whether it suits your own portfolio or not. But already encouraging signs coming in on day one. Within few minutes, the whole IPO was taken off the shelf. So whether you will actually get lucky with the allotment, even if you are
behind the Tata Group investing into the Videsh Sanchar, the VSNL, and he briefly was the chairman of Tata Communications post the investment into VSNL. But I have had many interactions, particularly when I was in the UK. The story that I recall is, we used to be in 18 Grosvenor Place, which is still the Tata Limited, overlooking the palace, but it's an old building. And TCS, we were operating on the top floor. So on one of the visits, he met and said, Lakshmi, this is not the place for TCS, which is a technology consulting company.